Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for the opportunity to be here addressing the August gathering. And I would not take more than 7 minutes that is allotted to me. I'd like to start with a small example which I would like to go back to the same state where Mr. Sanjay Singh hails from, or Madhya Pradesh. How many of you have in this gathering have heard about a place called Sohagpur? I'm sure you would have. Yeah. Yeah. So I would like to start off with a small example of how we can change the lives of children who are situated in a remote village. And he had specifically requested for quoting examples and the way we can make a difference to children at remote places. Of course, it is cliched to say that technology, the help of technology can cut across the barriers of time and distance, and it can reach out your education where you want to. But actually doing it is a challenge. Actually transforming the thought into action is a big challenge, and I think we are a proud testimony to say that we made this possible by simple things. The classes and the lessons are beamed in local languages and English with a speed that could be understood, and that could be a two-way communication between the teacher and the student sitting in Sohagpur. We have a live VSAT communication from our studios which takes classes on a pre-scheduled basis, and the teachers are the best of lot, and they understand the local requirements. They adjust their speed to the students at the remote village, and they are able to interact and be on par with the rest of the crowd, which are privileged to have the children at the public schools, the city schools, who have an access to education of the highest standards or education with the best infrastructure. They are able to enjoy the same benefits sitting at their own village. So this could be one example, and I'm sure this is not the only way, as Rajiv mentioned. And the challenges that we face in transforming this into reality are availability of infrastructure, and the second problem is the reach. We overcame this in a single location which was under our control, but taking it on a mass scale and getting it on a scale which is, to reach out to the rest of the country is difficult, but it is not insurmountable. So with the small thought, I thought I would take you to the next question that we have it for this panel, where I want to set your mind thinking on a small 2-minute clipping, where do we reach up to when we call ourselves as part of education industry. We are all involved in one way or the other in taking education or transforming education or getting into the next levels of taking education. Where do we stand today, and what is the uppermost question that bothers all of us, and what are the challenges that we might face in the next few years to come? So I just want to share a small video clipping. Having said always learning, the challenges are also mentioned subtly in the video, as you would have observed, that taking education to an individual's level is the next, I think, challenge that all of us collectively in this room would face. And how it transforms itself into an action, how it manifests in different forms that it reach out to different schools and students, all being centered around a character called a student in life. And there are methods which are being experimented today. There are methods already showcased today in many schools. Like we have about 32 schools in the country where we run a similar methodology, the kind of slides that Rajiv, my colleague, talked about earlier. Definitely all of this go into make a good school. All of them go into making our efforts reaching out to the next level. And the focus is on the student. The focus is on the student whose life we need to transform. And we have taken traditional methods and technology as one of the major, I would say, the stepping stone to reach our aim. And I don't think we have reached a level where we can say that this is the prescribed method. There are people around in this room who can come up with suggestions, and those who must be practicing already. But what we thought was, get this into a school, put all of them into a school, and try and make this as a model for scaling up at a larger level, and both in private and public. And we have been participating in this. I wanted to show a clipping on the schools where I've specifically muted this. Just wanted to run you through some of the good aspects that run in a good school where learning can become personal. We're talking about the holistic development of a child, not focusing only on the academic brilliance. Academic brilliance and academic knowledge is definitely required, and that plays a very crucial role in the minds of parents. What marks or what is the result at the end of exams, 10th or 12th board exams, my children are going to get. But we are talking about this as not being just the only aim for getting into a school or getting educated. This as a starting point, and of course would be the fulcrum, and this need to be supported by overall activities that children, and today it could be, you know, exhibiting your talents in music, in your sporting activities, all around co-curricular activities. All this needs to get into a classroom, and the pillars for this are our teachers. And we believe in this generation and the generation that needs to follow, the focus on building good teachers has to get that kind of a focus that all of us may at this point in time may be ignoring. I'm saying may in varied degrees. But I think the focus for the next few generations to come would be a well-rounded of trained teacher who would adopt technology as a part of their teaching. And this would play a very crucial role in building schools, and that can impart education in the way that we wanted. The technology, with the help of teachers as a fulcrum, can take the learning personal, or can make the learning very, very personal. And at the same time, the aspects that we currently leave out are reading. Reading is being replaced by watching computer monitors and television screens. And we need to get that back into as a basic habits of children, and that is grossly missing today. So we lay a lot of emphasis on getting back to the basics, and a mind cannot be active unless the body is suitably supporting it. So we believe that even in the sporting activities, one measures your standards of excellence as far as your body and how you have kept it. Children need to be told, and their parents need to also understand how they are coping up. So this assessment becomes a part of their regular activities. And of course, monitoring, tracking the progress of a child, informing the parent are standard offerings that one needs to look at in times to come. So we believe that if the center of learning is a student, it has to be well supported by a good infrastructure, an excellent set of teachers, and the technology in, I wouldn't say interference, that sometimes it has been construed so, but if technology plays a very crucial role.
Our schools are institutions where we would like to ensure that our children, when they graduate, are future ready. This needs a combination of a number of different attributes. One, of course, is academic excellence. The second is an ability to question, an ability to understand the global perspective, and an ability to understand how they can contribute to the larger problems and issues and solutions of tomorrow.
So this, I would say, the message that I wanted to share as an initiative. We have started experimenting at schools, and we will be able to scale it up into a model that can work not just in cities, but also can be taken up to smaller towns as well. Thank you for the time.